There is no gentle opening, no easing into safety, no soft music to prepare the nerves. We are already in it, already knee-deep in chaos, already standing where nature shows no mercy and asks no permission. The heat presses down like a verdict. The ground is scored with claw marks and half-dried blood. A massive male lion, over 400 pounds of authority and hunger, is tearing at the back of a mother porcupine with the impatience of a ruler who has never been refused. His breath comes out in furious grunts, his muscles rolling like thunder beneath his mane. Blood streams down the porcupine's nose, dark and shocking against pale quills, and the camera drops low, hugging the dirt, because the truth of this moment lives at ground level. Beneath the mother's belly, half hidden by dust and shadow, a tiny pink nose trembles. A hoglet, new to the world, blind to everything except the heat of its mother's body. In the wild, love is not poetry or promises. Love is staying still while something stronger tries to tear you apart. Love is choosing pain over flight. The lion jerks his head, trying to rip her open, trying to get underneath the armor, but the mother does not run. She presses her belly into the gravel and locks her muscles like a door bolted from the inside. When the claws of death descend, she does not scream or scatter. She becomes a wall. She becomes the last place her child will ever need. The lion recoils suddenly, roaring as a quill drives deep into his gum line. Pain flashes white and immediate, but pain alone has never stopped a king. Fear, though, is a different thing, and fear is absent. He is confused. Behind that bleeding, bristling wall lies the only future she has, and the mother knows it. The alpha steps back, staring at the resilient ball of spikes. This is not how meals behave. Dinner does not fight back. Dinner does not injure you. His burning gaze shifts, recalculating, the hunter's mind turning like a locked safe. No more blind biting. He circles, drops his center of gravity, lowers his head. He wants leverage. He wants to flip her. A claw hooks into the mother's hip, levering her off the ground, and she is thrown sideways. For a split second, a deadly gap opens beneath her stomach. The hoglet is exposed, soft and defenseless. Death sees it. The lion lunges, no longer aiming for the mother, but for the future she is protecting. But the mother is faster. She pivots 90 degrees, and there is a crash that echoes like metal on stone. The lion slams face first into the iron dome of her lower back, the longest, thickest wall of spikes she has. Her own blood slicks the quills, turning them into slippery, razor-sharp spears. His teeth slide uselessly. He cannot get a grip. Fury boils over. He rears up on his hind legs and brings his full weight down. 400 pounds of muscle crash on her back, flattening her into the hard earth. The air is forced from her lungs in a sharp hiss, but she does not break. Gravity is usually a killer's best friend, but today gravity betrays him. As he presses down, the iron dome pushes back. The harder he crushes, the deeper the quills drive into his chest and inner forelegs. He is hugging a cactus. He's wrestling a landmine. The lion rears back instantly, shaking his mane as white-hot pain shoots through him. Blood wells from puncture wounds, bright and humiliating. The alpha stares at his paw, then at the creature beneath him. He is not supposed to lose to a rat. Rage surges, and he lunges again, jaws wide, aiming for her head. The mother feels the shift in air pressure, the shadow moving, and she does not simply defend, she attacks. She slams her backward, driving a cluster of long quills straight into his sensitive nose and upper lip. They detach, staying buried in his flesh. The lion screams, pawing frantically at his face, snapping at nothing. Blood sprays as he sneezes and stumbles back. In seconds, the predator has become the victim. The mother senses the break, the loosening of pressure, and she nudges the hoglet deeper under her belly. Move. They shuffle backward, in a slow, armored retreat. She never turns her back. The lion shakes his head violently, trying to dislodge the needles from his snout, calculating the cost. A meal is necessary, but blindness is a death sentence. With a snarl thick with frustration, he turns away, defeated by a creature 1/10 his size. The mother backs into the safety of a rocky crevice, and the darkness swallows them both. Inside the burrow, the adrenaline crashes. The mother trembles, every muscle quivering with delayed shock. She licks the hoglet's face, checking, counting, reassuring. He is unharmed, though shaking violently, his tiny body buzzing with terror and instinct.
Outside, the wind shifts. Silence breaks. One shadow blocks the light, then another, then 3 more. The alpha male was a duel. This is an execution squad. The pride has arrived. 5 lionesses, the hunters who do not roar, who simply arrive and end things. They smell iron in the air, and they do not wait. The lead lioness jams her head into the burrow entrance, snarling, dirt raining down on the mother. The cave is shallow. They are running out of room. The mother backs up, pressing the hoglet against the rear wall. Mathematics is cruel in moments like this. 1 pair of eyes becomes 2, then 4. But then the shadows move differently. Shapes emerge from the depths, heavier, bristling, alive with clicking quills. This is not a solo den. This is a fortress. An extended family of adult porcupines steps forward, filling the light. The mother moves aside, no longer alone. 4 massive porcupines flare their quills fully, bodies interlocking with precision born of instinct and survival. They move as one entity, a living wall. It is a phalanx, a Roman legion of spears with no gaps and no mercy. The tactic is simple and terrifying. Become a moving minefield. The clan advance, tails vibrating, quills clicking like machine gun fire. The lead lioness swipes, but there is nowhere to land a paw. Every inch is daggers. She pulls back, shaking her paw as a long quill sticks through her pad. The formation does not break. When another lioness tries to flank left, the porcupine on that side flares outward, cutting off the ankle. Perfect coordination. They cover one another's blind spots, turning defense into pressure. The lions hesitate. Their instincts scream, chase, grapple, kill. But you cannot grapple a cactus. Frustration ripples through the pride. The cost-benefit calculation shifts. 1 limping hunter is already too much. With a low growl, the lead lioness turns, and the pride melts back into the grass to find something that will not fight so hard to live. The jungle respects strength, but it fears unity. The clan holds the line until the last tail disappears. The mother exhales, nudging her hoglet. They are safe for now, but the cave is compromised. Blood draws attention. To survive, she must move, must separate from the clan to find water for her wounds. She leaves them behind, the guardians of the burrow, and limps into the open with her child tucked beneath her. The wounds on her back burn and throb as she lowers her head to a muddy pool. She does not see the leopard draped over a limb above her, 15 feet up, watching, calculating. The Prince of Stealth launches, but mid-air reality intervenes. He twists violently, trying to avoid the spikes, and lands awkwardly. The mother does not run. She exploits the mistake, slamming her body sideways in a brutal hip check. Quills rake across the leopard's flank. He yelps and scrambles away into the brush, dignity torn along with skin. He thought he was descending on a victim. He landed on a trap. She hurries back towards the rocks, but the path is blocked. Out of the scrub steps another leopard, this one with 3 nearly grown cubs. They form a circle, teeth flashing, eyes bright with excitement. If she faces one, 3 others have a clear line to her soft face. The cubs lunge, eager and clumsy. They are being pulled apart by angles. Forward is death, backwards is death. When you are surrounded, straight lines will kill you. You must become something else. She plants her feet and spins, not wildly but tight and controlled, tail lashing, quills blurring into black and white arcs. She becomes a buzzsaw, a living gyroscope of pain. A cub leaps and is slapped across the snout, then caught on the shoulder. Quills sink deep. The mother leopard calls it off. This is not a hunt, it is a surgery, and they do not have the tools. The cubs retreat, sneezing and shaking their heads. The lesson learned the hard way. Some things are not meant to be eaten. The mother stops spinning, dizzy but alive, and moves as fast as she can. 3 painted shadows appear, darting through the crush. African wild dogs, not strong like lions or silent like leopards, but relentless. These are scouts, outriders testing the edge. They nip and dart, hurting her, trying to slow her down for the pack. One nips her front leg and she stumbles. The chase instinct ignites. Speed surges. She breaks into a heavy gallop, hoglet clinging beneath her. The lead scout accelerates, jaws opening for the hamstring. In races, speed is king. In fights, timing is God. She slams on the brakes. Physics does the rest. The dog crashes face first into her rear, directly into backward-facing spikes. It is a collision of bone and inevitability. The dog flips over, staggering up with quills pinned through his nose like a grotesque mustache. He whines and backs away. The game changes. Night falls, and the scouts were only the opening act. 8 dogs surround her, chaos incarnate. They overload the senses, darting, biting, retreating. Defense begins to fail. When the shield cracks, you must become the sword. She listens, locates the tensest breathing, and does the unthinkable. She runs backward, charging blind into the center of the pack. Confusion erupts. Prey does not reverse. Quills slash legs and puncture chests as she plows through like a living battering ram. A smaller dog is trampled, spikes grinding into its belly. The formation shatters. Madness works when logic offers no exit. The pack regroups at a distance, weighing injuries against hunger, and decides the price is too high. The mother collapses briefly, energy spent, then checks the hoglet. Still alive, still safe. The night is not done with her yet. She scrambles into thick river reeds, seeking cover, but panic dulls caution. Silence is as dangerous as noise, and she stumbles into it. Two African rock pythons are coiled together ahead, disturbed and alert. One strikes, latching on, coils whipping around her. The second joins, wrapping her rear. Pressure builds, a hydraulic press designed to stop hearts. The mother does not shrink. She expands, flexing every muscle, forcing quills outward. The snakes squeeze inward, the quills drive outward. The physics are unforgiving. Spikes punk through smooth